Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Diane, and today we're going to be making a coconut pie. So right now I'm just spraying my pie pan with some, this is just some extra virgin olive oil spray. It's the Great Value brand, and this is going to be one of those pies that makes the crust. As it cooks, it's going to make like a soft crust. So I got that all sprayed and that looks really good. I'm going to set that aside. That's a deep dish 9-inch pie plate. Move that completely out the way there. So this recipe that I'm using, I've kind of like made it my own. You know, I was making that coconut pie that had buttermilk, and that's in my content. If you scroll down, I made a coconut pie and I used buttermilk and of course real butter. But because we're not using real butter now, I'm using a non-dairy butter. So this is a non-dairy butter, and as you can see, it looks really good. It's yellow. I'm sure that's some kind of coloring that they put in there. But I'm going to go in with a half a cup of non-dairy butter. Now, I would think that you could use some kind of a olive oil if you chose to, or avocado oil, because avocado oil doesn't have like a real heavy flavor to it. So I would think that you could use that. Now, I'm going to be using coconut milk, okay? I'm going to get to that in just a minute. But I'm going to put my ingredients in here in a little different order because I've never used this coconut milk before. So, I want it to be sweet. A pie ain't gonna be no good if it can't be sweet, so I want it to be sweet. So we're gonna go in with a cup and a half of sugar. It might be a little bit more than a cup and a half, but that's okay. Normally when you're making a cake or a pie, you would kind of beat the egg and the sugar together, but I want to make sure it's sweet, as I said before. So I'm going to put my other ingredients in first, and then I'm going to add the eggs at the end, and hopefully it's going to be okay. I don't see why it wouldn't be. All right, but I got my sugar in there, and if I need to add more, I will. So now at this point, I'm going to add in my milk, and I'm using this. This is coconut milk, and I have 2 cans. We're going to give it a good shake. Well, it's a 13-ounce can. Let's see how much we can get out of 1 can. So that's 1 cup. Not quite 2 cups. It's probably about 1/4 of an inch away from being 2 cups, but you know, I'm okay with that. I think it'll be fine. And if I wanted to, I could thin it out with some oat milk, or some almond milk. I think that if this doesn't suit me the way I'm making it now, with the coconut milk, next time I'll make it with oat milk, the Chobani extra creamy oat milk. I like that to make oatmeal with. It smells good. Wow, that really smells good. Wow, I'm loving that way that smells. All right, that's nice and creamy looking. Then we're going to go in with a half a cup of all-purpose flour. Just going to make sure I get all of that in there. And this is what's going to make the crust. This is a self-crusting pie. And what it's going to do is it's going to settle down to the bottom, and it's going to just make a soft crust. You know, like sometimes you can make different pies and desserts that make their own crust, but this is what this pie is going to be. And at this point, I'm going to taste it because I want to see if it's sweet enough for me. Oh, that's real good. Okay, that'll be fine. And then we're gonna put in our vanilla. And we got some vanilla extract. I'm gonna add I'm gonna go in with 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now this is smelling really good. Then I'm going in with this professional kitchen bouquet. It just adds a little extra flavor to it, like you might have gotten it at a bakery or something. I'm going to just add 1 to that. And then we're going to give it a good mix. Mix it all in together. Now, certainly you can use the regular milk or even buttermilk if you want to, but this is just a quick and easy recipe, and it's going to be great. All right, that's great. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my eggs in since I've tasted it and I think it's great and sweet enough for me. And now I've got my eggs, and this is 4 eggs, and we're just going to get them. I'm just going to give them a really good beat right here in this bowl, a little mini bowl. Then I'm going to add it to the rest of my mixture. Guys, we're almost done. Only thing we've got left to do now is to add the coconut. So I want to beat it really good. And then we're going to beat it really good also when we add it into our bowl. We want to make sure we get all of that sugar incorporated into it. So we're just going to give this a nice beating. I'm going to beat this for about a good 2 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, this is looking really good. I don't hear any sugar at the bottom of the bowl. So now I'm going to add my coconut, and it's just a 1.5 cups of sweetened coconut. Or if you want to use unsweetened, I guess you could just add a little sugar. But just taste it first, because to me right now, this is very sweet. So it's about 1.5 cups. We don't need this. We're just gonna fold this coconut in. And scrape down a bowl. And so, yes, it's really soupy, but remember we got 4 eggs in here, and that's what's gonna make it combine and firm up. And then of course we're gonna let it set and cool, and as it cools it's gonna firm. But we're gonna cook it in a preheated 350-degree oven for about 55 to 60 minutes, or whatever your oven takes for it to get to where it's got just a little wiggle in the center. Okay, because remember, it'll finish cooking as it cools. But this is the consistency of it. I'm going to get my pie plate here. I just want to kind of make sure I got my sides good. There's my oven preheated, and I want to clean up the edges because some of my spray got on the edge, and I don't want that to burn and look ugly. So we'll keep it clean, and then we're just going to pour it over into our pie plate. Perfect. That's a perfect fit. Remember, you got to have a deep dish pie plate, or you're going to use the two. Probably you can get about 2 8-inch pie plates, the regular thin, not the deep dish. You could do it in that. But y'all, look how easy that went together. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Alrighty, that looks good. And I'm going to stick this in the oven. I'll be back when it's all finished and cool so we can plate it up and get us a nice little slice. All right, I'll be right back. Alrighty. This is how it looks. That looks yummy. Can't wait till it's done. Okay, guys, the pie is still a little warm. It did crack in the middle, but that's okay. But it smells delicious, absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna cut into it, and I always just, of course, start by cutting through the middle. And I did let mine cook, not for a full 55 to 60 minutes, but mine 50 minutes. I kept a check on it to make sure that it wasn't burning on top, because I was going to tint it if it did. It's nice and good. And it's been setting, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. But I want you to know it smells so good. Make sure we got it all cut. It's holding together nicely. You see that steam? Oh my gosh. And it's gonna firm up, of course, the more it sets. Probably should have waited a little longer before I cut it, but look at that. That is delicious. It's creamy. It's coconutty. Not too sweet. It's just right. That's good, y'all. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me here today. Be blessed, and I'll see you real soon.